Just a yard on that last run. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check three. Check safety. Hey, switch gears.
Cousins to throw it. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Vikings, first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Cousins. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, exit. Wide, get wide.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
54 is much. Go. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, I'm going to go load it.
Hey, watch out. Check right 50.
Hey, easy.
All day.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check, green 80. Block 15. Load it. Q. Hey, wahoo. White, 80 high.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you. Right there.
Hey, orbit.
54 miles.
Load it.
Watch the slant.
Red. Orange 5-4.
From the gun, Rivers. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check right 54.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Hey, Rocket. Hey, Delta.
Gun. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, Brown 80.
Hey, watch the ball.
Keep it skinny. Hey, I'm going to go load it.
Hey, watch it.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
Mike.
190.
by 4. All day. All day. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 14th touchdown now of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offense.
And he's into the clear. 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Will they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, go Orange. Orange. You better bring.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers, he's going to loft one. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Check nine, check nine. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Yo, yo.
Check me out.
Tighten up.
Alert three. Check
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Echo. Hey.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you.
Wait, 89.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Hey, behind 7. Behind.
On third down, Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10.
That's a what?
54.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Following the interception, Cousins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, Q.
Check.
Hey, Rocket.
Fresno.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Smoke.
To throw, Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready?
Shit. Undercrush.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 52.
49, guys. Mike, 49. 3 buzz.
Now Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Minnesota.
Let's go, D.
They run on first down with Jackson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The 23-yard line.
Watch the run. Kill. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Shit.
On 2nd and 9. Cousins